King Charles to bring personal doctors and blood supply on his first Commonwealth tour to Australia and Samoa. King Charles is said to be taking 2 doctors and a supply of his own blood for his forthcoming tour of Australia and Samoa. The 77-year-old monarch, who has been fighting an undisclosed type of cancer since February, will reportedly have the medical professionals on hand round the clock during his royal journey from October 18 to 26. As per a report by The Times, Charles will be monitored closely during the visit, with a palace insider stating that Michael Dixon, head of the royal medical household and known for his interest in homeopathy, will not be travelling with His Majesty. Charles' trip to Sydney and Canberra marks his first to a Commonwealth realm since ascending to the throne in May, and it's believed he is postponing his chemotherapy treatment until after the journey. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. The Times also noted that the measures taken to support Charles abroad are the same as arrangements put in place for the late Queen. These will also reportedly involve travelling with a supply of the King's blood to ensure a match if a transfusion was required. It mentioned that in addition to travelling with his own doctors, the King will be supported by medical teams during the trip. In Australia, Charles' schedule will include a rest day and there will be no evening engagements. However, Charles and his wife Queen Camilla, 77, will arrive in the evening in Samoa and are scheduled to attend a state dinner. Buckingham Palace announced in April that Charles was greatly encouraged by the positive news from his medical team that he could return to public engagements while continuing his treatment. Despite the optimistic updates regarding Charles' health, his scheduled trip to New Zealand was omitted from the forthcoming tour on account of his well-being. At a Buckingham Palace reception for New Zealand's women's rugby team in September, Charles expressed his regret, saying, "I'm extremely sorry I can't come to New Zealand in later October, it's on doctor's orders." He added with hope, "But I hope there will be another excuse to come before too long." Concluding with affection, he said, "In the meantime, give my love to New Zealand." King Charles sends subtitle message to Meghan and Harry, suggesting a possible royal return. A reunion may be on the cards between King Charles and his son the Duke of Sussex despite all the animosity between the pair in recent years, an expert claims. An expert claimed that King Charles had delivered a hidden message to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex suggesting a possible re-entry into the royal world, last year. Since their dramatic exit from the firm in 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's relationship with the royal family has gone from bad to worse, the Express reports. The Sussexes made a number of shocking allegations against multiple family members in their Netflix documentary, which was followed by Harry's book Spare. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. These tell-all exposés have left a strain on Harry's relationships with his father King Charles, and brother Prince William. Although a friend of the monarch claimed last year, that there is still hope yet for Charles and Harry to reconcile their relationship after the King gave his disgraced brother Prince Andrew a second chance. Speaking on his podcast The Daily Beast, Tom Sykes said, "A family friend of the King's has said that it was clear there had been a willingness to bring Andrew in from the cold, and, intriguingly, hinted that it could be a template for future reconciliation with his son. The extent to which the King has publicly made it clear Andrew is still part of the family has caught some people by surprise. But ultimately, he has the interests of the monarchy at heart, and that means a united family, whatever its problems. Hopefully that message is getting through to Harry and Meghan." Recent reports have claimed that Charles is keen for his family to rekindle, and Harry would like to visit his home country more regularly despite the King leaving him without a UK residence. King Charles privately congratulates President Jimmy Carter on turning 100. King Charles is among the many celebrating former President Jimmy Carter's milestone 100th birthday. People understands that the king expressed warm personal greetings and great admiration for Carter's lifetime of duty and public service, according to a spokesperson for the monarch. In a private message, the king congratulated Carter on becoming the first former president to become a centenarian. Carter, who turned 100 on October 1, served as U.S. president from 1977 to 1981, and during that time met the king's parents Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip in 1977. Both Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip also almost lived to see 100. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Prince Philip died in April 2021, less than 2 months shy of his 100th birthday. The Queen died in September 2022 at 96 years old. Pierre Trudeau, Prince Charles far background, Princess Margaret, Takeo Fukuda, James Callaghan, Valéry Giscard d'Estaing, Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Philip, Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother, Jimmy Carter, Giulio Andreotti and Helmut Schmidt in 1977. The former president, the late Queen and late Duke of Edinburgh had dinner together in Buckingham Palace following a NATO ministerial meeting at Lancaster House in London, according to the White House Historical Association. Associated Press reports that at the dinner, when the Queen Mother arrived, Carter broke away, took her by the hand and escorted her to the assembled line of guests. The Queen Mother would herself live to 101 and died in March 2002. Carter, who became the longest-living president in March 2019, began receiving hospice care in February 2023. Not long after, it was revealed that his wife of over 75 years, Rosalind Carter, had been diagnosed with dementia. The former First Lady died in November 2023, and Carter made a rare public appearance at her funeral service later that month. He wore a blanket that had his wife's face stitched onto it, paying homage to their decades-spanning love story, which was not much different than the king's parents, who were married for over 70 years themselves. That said, King Charles is set to hand Prince Andrew a strict ultimatum as housing feud intensifies. King Charles is ready to hand Prince Andrew a strict ultimatum in their ongoing feud regarding his royal lodge home. The monarch has reportedly been trying to evict the Duke of York for some time and has recently intensified his efforts in the form of taking away his brother's security detail. But disgraced Andrew is said to have retorted to childish antics and refused to leave the royal property, instead choosing to brood in a dark room and refusing to leave. His behavior is testing the patience of the king, who is giving Andrew an ultimatum that could make things worse for him if he doesn't abide by the rules. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.